Elle and I have kind of developed this tradition of getting a little sweet treat after we go grocery shopping, or we'll get like a quick dinner before we go home. And it's kind of like a little reward for adulting. It's the small things, you know? If you don't know me, cheers to the 5 of you that are here. My name is Johnny Swoops. I'm a poet, photographer, and designer. I wanted to start recording more and keeping record of my life, so we're making these videos. February went by unbearably quick. I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying my best to record more, but I get so caught up doing things that I forget to pull out my camera and actually record. So if you see dates just jumping all over the place, mind your business. For Valentine's Day this year, Elle and I decided that we didn't want to make any grand dinner plans. So we saw on Instagram that the Dream Asia Food Fest was going on, and we were like, yeah, it's on the same weekend. Let's go to that instead of go out. And we were like, it's going to be chill. It's going to be calm. People were already going to have different plans. Tell me why the line was so long just to get in. It wrapped around like 2 buildings. It was like we were waiting in line for Rise of the Resistance at Disneyland. Like it's November 2006 and we're sitting outside of a GameStop at 4 a.m. trying to buy the new Wii. It wasn't really that bad though, like a 20-minute wait, but it was definitely busy. We had a pretty good variety of food. Like we had char siu baos, boba, spicy dumplings, takoyaki, lumpia, tonghulu. But I think the star of the show was definitely those char siu baos. Like I'm still thinking about her to this day. I will say though, every dish at minimum at each booth was like $15, so my pockets went dry hella quick. It was like spending $250 on what was like the equivalence of 5 appetizers. But they also had local vendors and live performances. Didn't expect K-pop Demon Hunters to make an appearance. Sealing the Hanmoon on Valentine's Day wasn't on my bingo card, definitely, but it was fun. They also had a parade, which was dope to see. I'm Filipino, if you couldn't tell by the shape of my nose and my melanin, but it was nice getting to experience culture, and especially Asian culture at a larger scale like that. It's cool seeing representation. The next day we had Slam Team rehearsal, which we rehearse every single week. We were prepping for a performance that we had at the end of the month, and also because the Slam season started. Again, if you didn't know, I'm a poet. Hi. I compete on a spoken word poetry slam team, so we travel for competitions, and regionals are coming up at the end of March, so we're pretty much in heavy preparation for that. They get longer and longer as we get closer. That's dirty. And after, we got some food from With Love Always. It's this burger spot here in Vegas. If you live here, it's a dope spot. Retro vibes, simple menu, slutty burgers. They've got beer and seltzer and whatnot. I didn't get to record much because we took it to go. We had to eat super quick because the next morning I had to prep for the rock and roll half marathon that was happening in Vegas. I volunteered in it. I wasn't running it, if that's what you were wondering. I don't get this body by being in shape. I am the shape. The rock and roll marathon happens every single year on the Strip, and this year my brother-in-law was running in it, so we wanted to go out and support him. And we volunteered to be in charge of one of the Gatorade stations, which was a big mistake. It meant we had to fill the large containers, we had to mix the electrolyte powder, we had to fill the pitchers, pour the cups, we had to hand out the cups, and it started out chill, but it turned out into overcooked in real life. I mean, we were running out of cups, we were running out of mixture, we had to hand out water at some point, and we were getting liquid spilled all over us. It was crazy. From people who were running by and grabbing drinks. Like, the volunteer role really should have come with a warning and a poncho. We stayed basically until my brother-in-law ran past. Then I had to leave because we had rehearsal again. A lot of nights yelling poems and people wondering what the hell we're doing. Elle and I still try to do our best to fit in date nights where we can amongst everything else that we have going on right now. And I found this place called Niku Bomb that I saw Mikey Chen go to recently, and I was like, oh, $40 for all you can eat Wagyu. Count me in. Overall, it was pretty good. Definitely enough to stuff my face and regret my decisions after. I'm a masochist. It's a pretty far drive out, so I don't think it was 100% worth the price. Marketing definitely did their thing, like advertising that good meat. Don't get me wrong though, I think it was still good, but I don't think in the market for all you can eat yakiniku and sushi, it stands alone just saying that you can eat Wagyu and picanha. Although the picanha was really good, everything was good. But for the price, I'd still choose to eat somewhere a bit more basic that's like $15 cheaper per person, you know? I don't think that saying that you have Wagyu is enough, you know? So my sister and I are in competition to see who can get the bigger accolade for my mom to brag about to her friends. My mom is Filipino. So if you know anything about Filipino moms, they love having a pedestal to look down on their friends with. But I'm gonna brag about her for a second too. She has broken damn near every state record in her weight class. She is a national champion, and she'll be competing at Worlds this year. And she's 4'10". Like, she's an animal. The day was packed, though, right after I had to rush over to our poetry showcase because I was doing video and photography for that, too. As an organization, we put on poetry events in Las Vegas pretty much every month, so it's always dope being outside for those. Then, immediately after, our poetry team had to head over to the Palms Casino because we had gotten booked for a performance for this gala, and it's one of the reasons we've been rehearsing so much. That was fun. Very quick. Definitely ruffled some feathers for sure, but the poetry does what the poetry does. And we got some food after, of course. Again, if you live in Vegas, I think It's Sushi is the best all-you-can-eat spot in town. Every single one of their locations. In my expert, biggest, backest opinion, I think it's the best all-you-can-eat sushi. But yeah, little recap of how the month went. It's my goal this year to be that friend that's shoving their camera in everybody's face. I just want solid proof that I'm living this life right now. You know, I want to be able to look back someday and be like, damn, I really did that. Like, I didn't give up on myself. I was outside and I was doing things, being everything that I wanted to become. And I really like this format, getting to just like sit down and shuffle back through all of the moments that I recorded from the month. So thanks for sitting here with me, or cleaning and listening to this video or something. I don't know. I know we often throw around the idea of being busy and how it comes off. It always comes off pretty negative, and I'm a person who does that too, I promise. But I am also really thankful that I get to have these opportunities to be busy, to work hard and try to create something that I'm proud of. So if there's anything you take away, I hope it's that. I'll catch you next time.